Scholarship and research. Their use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing.
You
Non-profit,
already
educational, or personal.
know.
I got some
This is
big tea.
You messy and I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.
Clock.
How was you well? How was you well?
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
And wait 1 minute, okay? I'm not here to destroy nobody, bully nobody, or intimidate nobody. I'm just putting out the stuff that you put on social media publicly. All right, y'all. Enjoy this clip.
Scholarship and research. Their use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing.
You
Non-profit,
already
educational, or personal.
know.
I got some
This is
big tea.
You messy and I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.
Clock.
How was you well? How was you well?
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
And wait 1 minute, okay? I'm not here to destroy nobody, bully nobody, or intimidate nobody. I'm just putting out the stuff that you put on social media publicly. All right, y'all. Enjoy this clip. Ruth. Let me see if I can get my AirPods situated. Let's see. So y'all don't gotta hear my dogs going root 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 root. Let's see how we can do it. Do it. What's up, everybody? It is your girl Summer, your host with the mostest, back with another recappy cap. I'm gonna be giving my little 2 cents on a situation. My main topic tonight is going to be the queen herself, the GWOAT. The GWOAT. If you don't know, now you know, okay? We're going to be talking about my girl Claressa Shields because they back on my girl neck, and I don't really like that. I don't really like that. And you got to make it make sense. Like, if it makes sense, I'm going to say, all right, you got one. But if it don't make sense, I'm not finna let y'all just be out here just dragging my girl like that. Like, that's not what we finna do. What up, Ashley? Hey, girl. I think that's my sister. Hey, Teresa. How you doing, boo? Now, I know a few of you guys who are going to roll in here may not know about what's going on, but I'm going to get y'all up to speed. Make sure y'all double tap the screen for that thumbs up. And hit that share button. If you don't know how to find it, just hit the X so that your live chat drops down. Once that drops down, you'll see the thumbs up and you will see the share button. And make sure you follow the page. Subscribe today. If you find yourself unable to participate in the comment section, is because you are not subscribed to the page. Subscribe to the page, even if you hate it and you don't like me, so you can engage. And then once the live is over, you can always hit unfollow, or unsubscribe, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal. But we're finna get into this. Not only am I going to be covering Claressa Shields, I'm also going to be touching on a little bit of the Whitney drama. I guess it's called now. All of my stuff is going to be hearsay because everything I heard is from like third party, but I've heard it being mentioned in several different places. So I'm gonna I'm feel like I can safely assume that these things actually happened, that it was said. So I want to touch on something that I thought was kind of wild. But first we're gonna start off with Claressa. Hey Desiree, how you doing, boo? I know, period. Okay, so not recently, I think maybe not even a week ago, Claressa and Papoose did an interview with Tamron Hall. They went out there, they was looking good together too. Let me show y'all what they was looking like. Let me show y'all what my girl was looking like. She was looking good out here in these Tamron Hall streets or whatever. Hold on, I thought I had a picture up already. I gotta be quicker than that. But it's okay, I'm gonna get a picture up real quick. Ain't gonna take me long. It ain't gonna take me long at all. Boom. Look at my girl. Look at my girl up there on the Tamron Hall show. What up, Stephiana? Thank you so much for sharing, Desiree. I appreciate you. Now, her and Papoose took to the Tamron Hall show and they were asked some questions about their relationship, okay? And some people are trying to run with a narrative that's absolutely not true, not even close. And it is mind boggling to me. It's not really mind boggling, but I always say that because of how the type of mannerisms I have or the way that I operate, like, or function in the world. But I understand not everybody has that same decorum or thought process. It'll be people that's just going to run with something simply because that's what they want it to be. It'll be people that run with stuff simply because they don't like you. In no way do they want you to look good in a public eye. It'll be people that run with stuff like that just because they miserable in their lives. And I'm not really sure which category some of these people fit in, but not my girl Claressa. We not finna do too much. Okay? We not finna do too much. Not on my girl. Hold on, cause let me see. I had this video up. Okay, here is this it? I think this is it right here. Now, I don't know if I can actually play this clip because one thing I'll do is play with copyrights, okay? And since this is a really big page, I'm probably just going to be reading from the transcript to play it safe, okay? Because I just don't know whether that will be okay. So we're going to go ahead and play it safe. But for those of you who don't know, ever since Papoose and Claressa hit the scene when their relationship was exposed by Remy Ma, it's been nothing but drama, left and right, left and right. People have picked a side. People that love Remy Ma was like, if I'm team Remy Ma, they chewing Claressa out. If you team Claressa, they chewing Remy Ma out. I'm not chewing Remy Ma out or Claressa. Claressa's my girl. Remy Ma is cool from what I know about her, but I like to try to call things for what they are from what I see, how I see them, from how they are presented, you know. And if I'm wrong, you know, then so be it. But I try to listen to the actual people and not what other people are saying, and then, you know, formulate my opinion or my perspective from that. So everybody is trying to make it out to seem like Claressa and Papoose was slipping and sliding like before they became a public thing. They trying to make it seem like legit that Claressa and Papoose have been dealing with each other since 2020. Now, I'm gonna read to y'all. I really want to play it, but y'all think I'll be alright playing it? I'm gonna play it. Hopefully it'll be fine, because I really would like for y'all to hear it yourselves. Let me see. Tamron, don't flag me, okay? Don't flag me, Tamron. Don't do me like that. Let me see if I can get it up and running for y'all. Hold on. I want y'all to listen to this and tell me what y'all thoughts are, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I heard, what I understood from it, okay? Because people I think are absolutely insane. Okay, where is it? Okay, boom.
To last summer when you guys went, I guess, official, not
Hey, call
Instagram
no
official. You went
nonsense.
extra official.
Right,
He
right.
walked out with you for the fight.
Yes.
But even before that, you guys, was it who was in whose DM? Because I know something went down in the DM.
Well, we met at the we met at the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Yeah.
And then
You shook her hand and said
yeah,
you were a fan.
Yeah. I happened to be walking to my seat and I
You
was
happened to be.
yeah, and I was like, wow, is that Claressa Shields? I've always been a fan of her.
Yeah, I got a video he sent me back in 2000 and was it 20 or something? So he's been a fan. You get your moment to say I'm a fan.
Her. I see her, and when I went to shake her hand, I realized how beautiful she was. I was like, oh.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pause that right there. Hey, calling no nonsense. He say that they met at the Shakur Stevenson fight. Okay, this was in 2024. Shakur fought somebody named Artem, and this fight happened on July 6th of 2024. Claressa then said, Papoose said, I've always been a fan of hers. And Claressa says, yeah, I got he sent me like a video with something like back in 2020, 2021. Now, when y'all heard Claressa say that, did y'all take that as they had been talking since 2020, 2021? Because this is what people are saying. Let me continue. This is what people are saying.
Never to be shy, as the rumor I heard, you then slipped into the DMs and offered him VIP tickets to the fight.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, you know how
She did.
No, so it was like he's a fan of boxing, and why not come and see the greatest fight? Yeah. But I did recognize like right away. I'm like, that's a good looking man. So I thought to myself, I said, hey. You gotta be blind and I say he a good looking man. That's all I'm saying. So when I seen there, I was like, but I didn't even know that I liked him until like, probably about 2 weeks. We was texting.
Yeah, we was texting back and forth for the longest.
Well,
Now, she said, I didn't even know I liked him until a few weeks, like 2 weeks or something like that. Papoose says, yeah, we were texting back and forth for a little while. Now, this is in reference to her after she sent him an inbox saying, hey, come to my fight. The fight that she is referencing was after the Shakur fight. She had a fight with a lady called Vanessa Jonisa Child Lagoria. I might be messing up her name, but this fight happened in July of 2024. I thought her name was Vanessa Lagorium. Yeah, it's Vanessa Lagorium or something like that. This fight happened July 2027. That was 21 days after that fight. So about almost 2-3 weeks, but between the two. Am I counting right? 20, like 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, closer to 3 weeks. These two fights. They were talking. She realized, that they was feeling each other. Hey, Bernice. Right. Nah. So they are saying that Claressa slipped up when she mentioned the whole 2020 thing. I posted a clip earlier because when she was on live, she went into more detail. She said it's people out here trying to twist up what I said. And that's just not the case. I'm gonna play y'all a little clip of what she said in her live today. And there are people saying, oh, she's trying to clear it up. No. I'm like, are y'all not paying attention? She legit said Papoose said they met at the Shakur fight. She invited him to her fight. She's always said that. That's always been her story. She said, I invited him to my fight. Hey, come out. My fight that's happening in 2 weeks. He came to the fight and, all was well in the future for them. Okay. She was saying in this clip that I'm going to play for y'all about how Papoose had sent her a message. She didn't even know 2024. 2024 was the fight last year. All this happened last year. Did I say 2027? If I did, my bad. I meant to say 20. Hold on, wait. I lost it. I want to play this clip for y'all.
Do y'all got somebody who y'all dated, who y'all been with, who make you? I'm done with the chicken. These is bones, yo. But no.
Claressa be tearing some church's chicken up, and every time I watch her eat the church's chicken, I be so mad because I be wanting some. I love church's chicken and their biscuits, and we don't have any more. Nowhere near us, like states away. I think the closest churches to me is either New York, and they only have one, which is a no for me because I can't imagine what the crowd is like at that one church's chicken. And then the next one I think is Washington D.C. I'm like, why did they close them churches? Like,
is anyone who make us like that? So, 2020 or 2021.
Listen.
You wasn't nervous when you said 2020. Oh, I'm glad that you came on here with that nonsense. So, 2020 or 2021, either one, it doesn't matter. He inboxed me and told me congratulations on my fight. I didn't see that inbox because millions was telling me congratulations on that fight when I beat Savannah Marshall. I didn't know that he sent that to me and him began talking and dating, and he mentioned it to me, and then he showed me a screenshot. So no, we have not been dating since 2020. I didn't meet Papoose till 2024. The exact date, July 6th, at a Shakur Stevenson fight in Newark, New Jersey. Peanut, turn down.
Yeah, please let me know because baby, let's do a Terrible Mom podcast. Let's do it. I need some church's chicken. No, I said that these events happened in 2024, calling out nonsense. The Shakur fight was in 2024, and her fight that she invited him to was in 2024. Both of these happened in the month of July. She referenced just now, if you heard, that Papoose had sent her a message congratulating her back in 2020, because she had won a fight and he was a fan. He sent her congratulations amongst a bunch of other people that inboxed her congratulations on her win, but she never seen the message because of the influx of people that was sending her messages. I have one near me. Yep, they have them down here in Maryland and DC. How many in Maryland? I mean, Maryland might be that might be a move. Okay, it was July 27, 2024. Okay, I'm with you now. Okay, cool. So I'm like, how on earth are y'all taking her saying he congratulated her? He sent her an inbox congratulating her in 2020 after she won a fight as some type of proof or possibility that they've been slipping and sliding with each other since back then. And then in 2020, Claressa Shields was in a whole freaking relationship. I don't know if some of you know, but Claressa Shields used to be engaged to this gentleman right here. He went by he was a trainer. His name was Tony. His name was Tony. They were engaged. They were together from 2020 until 2023. They got engaged in December of 2023, and then sometime in 2024 they had broken up. So what do you mean they was slipping and sliding? So you saying she was dealing with her fiance and she was slipping and sliding with Papoose at the same time? Like, come on, y'all stretching it. And I actually covered this story because I was curious as to I was curious as to know when did her and Papoose get together? Like, what was the gap like between this relationship ending and them getting together? Because it's very close. It was a very short window of her breaking it off with him and getting with Papoose. And I covered that story or whatnot, and then she ended up telling it. She also mentions that the very first time that her and Papoose went on a date is when she was interviewed on the Breakfast Club. She said, and when she got interviewed on a Breakfast Club, that was in August, I believe, of 2024. And she said right after that interview, she finally allowed Papoose to take her out on a date. And I want y'all to listen to what she had to say about the date because that was just the cutest little thing.
I love this, but you were texting, but then you sent each other poems.
Yes.
I don't think I don't have them on, but yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, he wasn't her manager. He was a fitness trainer, but he always was at all of her events and stuff. I don't think he was her manager. He was always at all of her events, so people used to say he might as well be. Kind of like what they trying to say about Papoose, because he's always at her events. I'm like, it's her spouse. That is her spouse. That's who she with. I don't know if people are just accustomed to their spouses not supporting them or something, but where else is he supposed to be at? I don't get it.
At some
Because
point,
I rap too.
I found out that she does poetry.
Leaving, but he told me the same thing with him, so he said,
We should. She's really good. She's really good.
I want to talk about that because
No, she said he sent her a DM in 2020 or 2021 that she never saw. That's what she said. You want me to play it again, Jennifer? She mentions the fight that she's referring to as well, and that fight happened in 2020. Let me know if you want me to play it again. If you want me to play it again, I will. I'll play it the part right from the Tamron Hall clip. Let me know.
you go in the DM, you get the tickets, you're kind of going back and forth, but then this poetry thing is a connection.
It was a real connection.
Were you
for
surprised by that?
I was, because everybody says they can rap. So she said, yeah, I can rap. So I said, okay, we're going to send each other poems.
Well, they actually wasn't calling out nonsense. Maybe the beginning of 2020, possibly, because when all this stuff start coming to the surface and Papoose finally spoke up, it looked like they was good because they attended a fight in 2020 together. They went to Vegas for a fight in 2020 together where dang, I can't think of his name. Claressa is really good friends with this. Is it Terrence Crawford? I think he had a fight. And I think Remy Ma ended up doing like an interview with him for that fight. And Claressa Shields was there too. Because Claressa actually was in communication with Remy Ma a little bit. And I think, kind of like fanned out it was Remy Ma, and she found out she was there too. And she inboxed her what look appears to me in hopes of meeting her. But by the time she reached out to her knowing she was there, Remy Ma was already gone. Now, people trying to spin that too. with trying to say, matter of fact, I got the screenshot of that message. Go ahead, let me put it up. People are trying to spin that too and say like, hold on. People are trying to spin this too and say like, oh, she inboxed Remy Ma like she was like casing the situation to see where Remy Ma was so her and Papoose could link up. I'm like, what? No, Remy Claressa had already explained, like, when meeting celebrities and stuff like that, she was super duper excited because she didn't put herself in the same position as them. She was like, I was watching these people on TV, listening to their music, seeing this, seeing that. So to be able to meet people in person was super exciting. To be able to be connecting with these different type of people and have this kind of access to them was exciting for her. She was fanned out. No, I was in her chat when she was talking the other day about it on her live. It's confusing. I played that clip too. In the clip, she doesn't say 2024. She says 2020. You want me to play that too? I got that clip too, love. She doesn't say 2024. She says 2020. She says that you might be mixing up the dates with this, Jennifer. So it was two situations with a DM. Papoose sent her a DM in 2020 congratulating her on the fight that she won. And then she DM'd him in 2024 after she met him at the Shakur fight, inviting him to her fight. So you might be mixing up the two like dates because she did DM him in 2024 to invite Papoose to her up and coming fight in July that she had. So it was two instances with a DM. Was where uh one DM was where one DM was after this fight right here. She DM'd Papoose and invited him to this fight right here. And in 2020, Papoose had DM'd her, congratulating her on her fight, I think against Savannah Marshall. I think that's who she says she fought. And she won that fight. And a bunch of people were inboxing her congratulations. One of those people was Papoose, but she never saw his message because it was just that many people inboxing her or whatnot. But then I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, so Papoose mentioned, and I covered this too a little while ago. It looked like everything was fine and dandy, but in 2020, it's supposed to be when Remy Ma started dealing with Easy to Block back in 2020. Her and Easy to Block, the underground rapper that came to the surface, she finally came out public with. They supposed to have been talking since 2020. When Papoose did that live stream, and I think I posted a clip on my page, he said that they've been going back and forth like or was it 2022? I'm trying to think, was it 2022 or was it 2020? I could be mixing up the dates, so I'm gonna put a pause on it because I'm questioning myself. Was it 2020 or it might have been 2022 with you right about the 2020. It was 2022 that the Easy to Block thing happened. So disregard, scratch the whole 2020 thing, which is why I should have had notes in front of me. But they may not have been. People put on a front for social media, but because Papoose claimed that had been going through BS for a while. Easy to Block is not supposed to be the first person that they had issues with Remy Ma. Not according to Papoose. This is according to him. Now I ain't seen no proof for none of these things, so it's just allegations. But according to Papoose, they've been having some issues for quite a while. For quite a while, they've been having some issues. It just was under wraps. They seemed like they was doing very well with keeping their own personal business that they was going through to themselves and not, keeping it on the internet, not bringing it to the internet, which is dope. Just like people are trying to say Papoose been cheating. And I'm just like, where was all this speculation when they was together and they was the black family, black love, and all this positivity? We all saw Papoose and Remy Ma as this golden couple, the kind of like the example for black folks. Like, this is what we want. This is that fairy tale love we all want. He rode for her. He waited for her. They love on each other. They built a foundation. And then all of a sudden, when it don't work out, they break up and they mess become public. Now it is, oh, he was cheating this whole time. Oh, he broke. He ain't got no money. He living off of Remy Ma. Like all of these things. When before he was a stand-up guy. Before he was a stand-up guy, now he just trash. You know what I'm saying? And I dig it. That's what happens like when people pick a side, but I have not seen any proof of that. That's what Remy Ma said. From the outside looking in, it seemed like Papoose always had stuff going for him. He always in the mix, even though he hasn't put out his own music. And it looked like he was just supporting his wife and what she had going on at the time. Papoose still name ring bells out here in the street, and he got a lot of connections. So I don't believe, me personally, that Papoose is broke. Papoose don't come off like the type of guy that's just gonna sit back and just eat off of a woman. Now I don't know that man from a can of paint. I only know him as a rapper and what we see on social media. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not me. If I had to pick, no, I don't believe that he's broke. No, I don't believe that he was just living off of a woman. But just like Remy Ma said, like she was living off of him, she paying for everything. He was like, I just paid this, I just did this, I just did that. The bills is in my name. This is that and the third. Like you can look at my account, I could pull up receipts that money just came out to pay for this, to pay for that. So I'm like, just like she was saying things, he was saying things. So we ain't seen no receipts for none of this proof. Like it's just people talking. You know what I'm saying? But what we not finna do is make it seem like my girl Claressa and Papoose was out here slipping and sliding back in 2020. Like, let's stop that. Claressa was in a whole full blown relationship. She seemed happy at the time. She got engaged. It didn't work out for whatever the reasons was. And then she came across my man Pat. And her and Pap is now together. Now everybody keep on talking about, oh, this is a he said he held her down when she was going. Right. Right, and that's what everybody said. We all was watching Papoose hold her down, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's admirable." And we ain't hear not one story about Papoose cheating on her. We ain't hear not one scandal. How many men, how many people in their situation do you think their wife, their girl, could go to jail for years and be in the limelight like them, and you don't hear nothing? You don't hear one scandal. You don't even hear about one possible chick that he was slipping and sliding with. Like nothing, not until y'all break up and it get messy. Yeah, did y'all hear his new song he got out with Busta Rhymes, Counting Green? Mm-hmm. I just said, talking to my friends, like I really hope that Papoose uses this spotlight that he has on him right now to push his career, because he been sheltered for far too long. And I know Papoose got some hits that he could put out. I do, and I definitely believe that he was helping Remy with her rhymes. I definitely believe that he was helping Remy with her lyrics. Like, and I think he could do some real, he could do some stuff. That song he got out with Busta Rhymes, that joint make you want to dance. As soon as you listen to it, it's like, I mean, what, like ready to jam. I know he made a smart move by going to Africa, because Africa, you can take the money from America and live. Period. Period. The way your money could be flipped, tripled over there is definitely a smart move, and that's why so many people. Yes.
Can I try the cakes? So try some of the cake in the kitchen.
Yeah, go ahead. That's why so many people. I mean, that's why so many people from Africa will come over here to work, and they send all their money back home because it's so much cheaper. They come over here, maximize their income. They don't need no crazy job. And that's why a lot of people like work in healthcare. Some people, advance in their career, but sending that money back home, they can live comfortably, like with that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna stop trying to make it seem like my girl was out here slipping and sliding with a married man when her and him and Remy Ma was supposed to still be together. It was not separated at that time. Like, we gonna stop trying to paint her out to be an evil villain because we don't like her, because she is blunt, bold. She don't let nobody just run down on her. She not just sitting quiet in the corner letting people just say anything to her. She said, "Put your hands where your mouth at, baby." She said she'll put paws on your girl and your man. So what's good? What's good? When I say I don't understand why so many of us, especially people that look like us, that look like Claressa, is not celebrating her, it's crazy. Nobody else has ever been in the position that she is in. The girl won us 2 gold medals in the Olympics. She is undisputed across, I think all of the weight classes. Like, the girl got so many belts, she don't know where to put them at. And the fact that we not behind her, we not rallying behind her, is insane. Like, she's making moves. And if y'all didn't see her biopic, y'all need to, because that's when I learned who Claressa was. Well, I learned who Claressa was, unfortunately, through Remy Ma exposing their text messages. Then my husband was like, "Let's go see her biopic." And when I watched her biopic, I like instantly was like, she got my vote. I'm team Claressa all day long. I'm team Claressa all day freaking long. She out here doing things she do for her community. She has a big heart. It looks like she will give you the sleeve, she'll give you the coat off her back. It sounds like she seems like, and she take care of her family. Like, so I just don't know why so many people don't like her. And they be like, oh, she talk too much trash. She's a boxer. That's what boxers do. Boxers supposed to talk trash. She's supposed to talk trash. That's how you build hype around your fights. And these men be out here coming at her and everything. Like, you a grown man supposed to be, and you a part of the boxing world, and you saying things like that about her. Like, what? Yep, and that's why the African menace came in the American woman online pretending like they are in a relationship, having them to send money over to Africa to them pretending like they're going to come her. That's why they be marrying. They so open to marrying, but that be happening. They be marrying American women, and they do not be discriminating at all. They be for all of it. Okay. But that was pretty much my 2 cents. Oh, and it was that was pretty much my 2 cents that I wanted to point out. I don't know what other people were listening to when they watched that interview with Tamron Hall, but she clearly says they met at the Shakur fight. She slid in his DM, invited Papoose to her fight, which was in a couple of weeks following that. Then when she went to the Breakfast Club in August, was the first time her and Papoose had met up and went on a date. Oh, I wanted y'all to hear that because I thought that was so cute about how nervous she said she was when she went out on a date with him.
Turn down.
Let me see.
And so while you're trying to say, oh, you saying this in 2020, yes, he DM'd me and told me congrats because I've been the shit. He was a fan.
In August was the first time. I don't want to hear myself.
For me, was really romantic, but
Yeah, I can agree.
I was
Club the next day. That's a heck of a start. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I would say that.
And so then the first date happened after that? We were on our first date after
you came to New York.
When I came to New York. I think I did the Breakfast Club the next day. That's a heck of a start. Yeah. He been saying like, whenever you come to New York, I want to take you on a date, and I just was like, for what? And at first I was like, what you want, And then I just was like, I'm like, were you nervous on the first day? What? I couldn't even look at him. He picked me up when I got in the car. I was like. She's like, he always come up. You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
That's cute. She was nervous when they first date. That's cute. Because she had talked about in some of her previous lives, like meeting some of these people for her was surreal. Like, oh my God, like yours, and it's cute, like things like that. So I don't know what's all the hate about for my girl Claressa, but y'all need to knock it out. Y'all need to knock it off, okay? They need to knock it off. How do I take this off? Boom. But that's all I want to do. I wanted to highlight the timeline and actually let people see it and hear it so they can stop. I know people want to say what they want to say and do what they want to do, but that is not what that girl said. She did not say they started talking in 2020. She said he messaged her. She never got to see the message in 2020. She, because she go further into detail. He mentioned to her like, yo, he probably was like, yo, I sent you a message back when but you ain't open it. You ain't never see it or whatever like that. I was sending you my little congratulations. And then he shows it to her like, look, or whatever, da 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 da. And she be like, dang, I never seen it. Like, so stop trying to paint these pictures, like even going as far as like somebody even went as far as to try to like go see if she liked one of his older things. And I'm like, you don't even know what she liked that. She could have liked that after they started talking. Like girls be fangirling, that's her man, her man, her man. She might have went down his timeline, just start liking stuff. Like, oh, like, let her presence be known. I'm here. I see y'all in these comments. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop reaching, man. Claressa is the GOAT. She out here knocking out hoes left and right. She might knock out your man or your daddy too if they want to get in the field. And y'all need to give her accolades. Y'all need to give her props for what she got going on. Raise her up, baby. Let me see. People be picking and choosing who they want to pick on, because I can name somebody right now that's in a marriage and is pregnant by another man, but they are glorifying it. All her fans. Child. People just need to let people do what they're going to do. People need to let people do what they're going to do. People be married, going through divorces. They've been split up. They ain't together. And if they dating, that let them be great. You can't tell nobody how to move it in their ruined marriage or their marriage that is over. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is when it comes to that. I was gonna get into something else, but I don't know if I feel like getting into that. I don't know if I feel like getting into that. I think I'm gonna leave that for another time. Um, yeah, cause it's actually my bedtime. I said I was gonna try to get to bed on time tonight. Try to get me back on my sleep schedule. Should I talk about it? Is any people here that indulges on the South Side with the Maybay drama, Whitney, Connie, and anybody? If so, maybe we could talk about it. Give my 2 cents on what I heard. I thought was just absolutely crazy. I thought it was in freaking insane, and I just don't get like it's no boundaries when it comes to this internet stuff. Like, regardless if it's public, private, whatever, they gonna talk on it. If it's gonna bring them a view, they finna put it out there, and it's crazy because I be thinking about like, what if you was put in that position? What if somebody brought this to the internet, these accusations or rumors about you yourself, about one of your children, about your mother? Like, people just be on here just sharing anything to me, and it's crazy. Like, with no type of accountability of how it would affect others. With no accountability of how it would affect others. Like, and then to speak about things in a way that, well, and this is all third party, so I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, baby, tell me I'm wrong. But to speak about things as if we were present and we know for a fact, like, I don't, unless people were present when this went, I just don't get it. And even so, if a third party, so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, so I first heard it last night when I was peeking in, when I was in May Live. So supposedly Connie came live and was talking about a dialogue she was having with someone who's supposed to know Whitney. And they brought information to her about Whitney. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to continuously spread it. If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. They brought some information to Connie, and Connie brought it to the internet saying that she believes it. And this information that was brought to the internet could be detrimental to somebody's mental health. I mean, it's not something that should be shared unless that person who went through it is ready to share it. And then, like, what if it is not true? First of all, what if it's not true? Secondly, what if it is true and you come to the internet and expose this to social media? And then this is not supposed to be the first time that it was brought to social media. Supposedly, just Chalet had interviewed somebody back in the day. I mean, a while back, somebody came up on her panel, I guess, to tell a similar story. I don't know if it's the same person that Connie is talking to or a different person or not. But I'm just like, what? Where was I at? I don't remember this happening. But I'm just like, why would we bring something so sensitive to the internet, especially when majority of these individuals were rallying around a man who claimed he was, groomed, or I don't know if he ever used those terms, but that's how people are saying that he was groomed and, um, taken advantage of as a child and rallying together trying to get his truth out there and to help him. But we gonna come to the internet and bring somebody else's trauma to the internet that we believe, and then to say I believe it happened and to bring it to the internet is crazy to me. She's still around, Jennifer. She's still around, baby. Still clocking it, still stirring up drama, still a trending topic. Okay, she's still a trending topic. She's still around. She got weight loss surgery not too long ago. I think about a year ago. She lost like 100 pounds. So if you haven't checked her out lately, just type in Maybay Life. She's still on YouTube. She goes live on YouTube almost every single day, sometimes more than once. And baby, I don't know when you start watching her or when you stop watching her, but it be messy, messy, okay? It be messy, messy. But I just thought it was why don't we have any boundaries when it comes to stuff like this? Why is this okay to bring to the internet to talk about because somebody contacted you about it? Like, when is there a boundary, or is there no boundaries because um the paycheck is more important? I remember somebody asked me, matter of fact, I think it was Blanche on Chalet Live. Matter of fact, I've just recently played that clip where she said, when does the money, when is it was something like, she asked me, is the money the most important thing? Like, when does, I don't know if she said morals or something like that, she asked me, but it was a, like, when is the money not the biggest picture, like, when is it, like, when is there a boundary? That's not the thing no more. That doesn't matter anymore. We've changed. Why? Because we seen that money bag. I don't know, because that sounds, it just, I myself could never come on the internet and bring a story somebody brought to me with accusations of someone being assaulted, um or going through something super personal that most women don't ever want the public to know. That can be a hard thing, especially if these actions is what has contributed to Whitney being a touch me not, being traumatized in that part of her life. That's not a storyline to me. And I'm just like, are we adults? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't, maybe my boundaries is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my morals is too much. Maybe I need to loosen the reins. If that's what it look like, I'm not. I would never in a million years have brought something like that to social media. Me. Everybody else could do what they want to do. Apparently they do. But I just can't understand how something like that is okay. Like, when the person who this is supposed to have happened to didn't bring it to the internet, why would we then publicize something like that? Because of their dislike for May and everybody attached to her, they think it's okay. That's terrible. Because put yourself in that position. What if somebody came online with a story about Connie's daughter? Like, what? That is horrible. From my understanding, Shalay had someone come on her panel a while back at some point and did an interview with somebody, and that's how it was originally brought to the internet. And then Connie spoke to someone recently, I guess, and then she brought it back to the internet. It was brought back up to the internet. It wasn't it wasn't it wasn't Whitney, from my understanding, that brought it to the internet. It was people who supposed to know Whitney or live near Whitney or something like that, that got access to someone who has access to this side of the internet to expose it. Nobody should have been bringing something like that to the internet except for if Whitney wanted to share that. Not her wife, not a friend, not a family member, not a blogger. That's just horrible to me. That's crazy. Like, that is weird to me. Like, that's weird to me. But that's why I ain't never gonna have, or possibly it'll take me a longer to draw like a huge crowd, because I'm just not gonna talk about certain things. I'm not gonna say certain things about people. I'm not gonna use certain language. And I know the side of social media I kind of started out with is full of, they love that kind of messy drama, drag, um, just nasty behavior. I gotta build a whole new fan base over here, like, to get my numbers back rolling how they used to be. But I just want to say, I heard about it, and I've heard it in like three or four different spaces today, and I'm like, damn, this really happened. This is crazy. Like, I I wouldn't even have pegged Connie for bringing something like that to the internet, but that'd be me, I guess, thinking too big of people, possibly, because that's that's ew. That's just, I don't even know how to, just bleh. I don't know. Mm. But there's that. That's pretty much all I wanted to just express how I thought that was crazy. Like, I think that was just too much. Like, that was just, mm-mm. But we all have a different perspective. We all have a different thought process. We all have different boundaries, clearly. Um, but yeah, nah. I hope I never get to a point where I would be comfortable with exposing something like that because somebody brought it to me. But that's just me. But I'm gonna go ahead and head on out, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and for vibing with me. We'll be back another time. I'm gonna try to. I got another clip I need to put up about Claressa when she explains why she wants babies or whatnot. I thought that was cute too. I thought I put it up already, but I didn't. Oh, and thank you so much for everybody who has been watching my cake videos. They are irresponsible and cruel. Thank you for everybody who's been watching my cake content. Hopefully I'll have another video to drop for y'all one day this week. I'm trying to figure out what type of cake I want to do that is currently circulating the internet. And if you are in the tri-state area and you're looking for a cake, just slide in my inbox on Facebook or Instagram and let me know. I ship pound cakes and I'm working on shipping other things. But yeah, you can get you some cake today. All right, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all evening, and I'll be talking to y'all soon.
Scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal.
I got some big tea.
You messy and you mess. I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.